this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Down back at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 14. And this one is incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and try to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on, an old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he's got this down to the 35.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback keeps it. Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25 Yard.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive. Good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think there might be a little...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Room past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll set up a throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled him.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Make sure you wash it off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies.
Mighty, man.
And just kind
What's
of
wrong
kicking
with
the
you?
nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it when they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Stop padding. If we were going to keep going, he'd be really good.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. coming up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
Avery!
So the drive stalls out.
Can we call Avery, maybe?
But they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He might be taking a shower, might be why he's not answering. I don't know.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside.
Have you not been able to get a hold of Avery?
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. That was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll take this one down to 15. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Yeah, because I didn't make it. It wasn't like...
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
So how do you make it again? So you put 2 things in your hand.
Take it in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fielded at about the 28, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds.
What?
Hey, ready to get the dog switch.
2-7 all the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
19 yards. And the Bills first down.
Here's Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's
going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. It's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So that one
They
a
just
disaster.
they've tried to
there with 2nd down coming up.
Boy, how good has this defense
patch so many things that were wrong with it that they've just
I
done
really think right
too many
from the
things now.
first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that point, losing yardage.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be caught. It's Ggfl. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to land up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Dove.
Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it.
All right. It's still just so.
Near midfield, do you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call? But how about the guys that just stopped it? How good do they feel? You want to go for it here?
I don't now because Alyssa took it out.
On the bench right now, feeling great.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And the first thought is a bad blood. They went into this one ahead of time that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tie that comes into play?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is going, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we've got some great matchups.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback.
All right, get the dog. Hey, and you guys,
with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write.
you guys can go upstairs from now. I don't. We would just like it to be quiet. So if you want to.
He dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A slant.
See how that happens? Then it hits the wall because you did that.
Well, this game was decided a while ago. That position there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
Okay.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
You know what? Whatever we say, you say something. It's whatever is said to you, you have a response. And still
passing all the time on this drive, 5 for 5, and now first and goal. Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Looking for one. This is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.